So this is a toad. So boys and girls, as I walk around, we're all gonna get a chance to pet him. Did you want to pet him? So Trevor is a smooth-sided toad, and smooth-sided toads come from South America. They're a creature that spends more time on land than they do in water. And we know that simply because if we look at his toes, he doesn't have webbed feet, unlike my little sister.
Oh, Princess and the Frog.
Yes, like Princess and the Frog, except this is the toad. Yes, this one we do not kiss.
No.
Toads have warty-like bumps on their skin that make them look like they have a disease or illness, but realistically they don't. Is that pretty cool? I was at a show the other day, and the birthday girl was petting Trevor, and she was like, "Oh man, this feels really weird." I'm like, "Oh, what's it feel like?" She's like, "It kind of feels like my grandma." I'm like, "Oh no." Perfect. Awesome, you're doing very good. Have you held toads before?
No.
No? This is your first time? You're doing very well. All right. Awesome job.
I've never held a toad before.
Well, is this totally awesome? A jelly bean is the second largest frog in the world. This creature here can weigh upwards of 5 pounds as an adult. Currently, jelly bean is only 3 pounds, which is insane. Now, they what?
That frog is thick.
It is thick with 2 C's, exactly. Now, this creature here is an animal that lives in a very weird spot. So where did we say frogs and toads like to live? In the ponds? Yeah, where else? Just in water, right? They like to live in water. He's kind of dripping right now. We have him in a little bit of water. But frogs spend most of the time in the water. So it would be pretty weird if I told you that you guys can find these in the middle of the desert, right?
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Now, the reason why they're so big is because in the desert they have 2 seasons, the wet and the dry season. So I'll walk around really quick. Now, in the wet and dry seasons, they will sit underground for up to 6 months at a time. And so what they do during the rainy season is when they reemerge, they eat as much as they can so that they can survive several months underground. That's why he's got these really big love handles. Even though, you know, this guy does look like he eats a little bit too much Portillo's, right? You're okay. So, African giant bullfrogs will go into a mucousy cocoon called estivation, which helps them from drying out. It helps them keep moist and hydrated. Oh, you're okay. Did you guys want to pet him back here? Very cool. Now, during the rainy season, these guys will reemerge from their mucousy cocoons underground. You are scared to touch this one? Okay. Did you want to, or were you going to? Okay, very good. Well, it's very brave of you. That's awesome. How's it feel? Kind of slimy a little bit, yeah. I don't know, maybe it was that kid. He had some slimy fingers before he touched him, I guess. Yeah? You're good? Tortoise is an African spurred-thighed tortoise, or a sulcata. This creature here is the 3rd largest tortoise in the world. These animals can weigh upwards of 300 pounds as full-grown adults. Right now, he's currently around 75 to 80 pounds. They can live a life of 75 to 100 years. Currently, he's 32 years old. And tortoises are some of the oldest living creatures on this planet. And the oldest currently living today is 191, just out of it. And the oldest tortoise to ever live was 230. Absolutely insane. So we gotta be patient for the ladies.
He does not look like a tortoise. He looks like a snapping turtle.
We can see a snapping turtle. That's cool. So ladies, when we go up, we can pet right on the top of his head. He's not gonna bite us or anything. We can pet his legs. We can pet his shell. So yeah, go on up, ladies. Go. Oh, well, you don't have to. He's not a snapping turtle, so we don't have to be scared. Yes, they are. But some actually can be omnivorous, which is crazy. So some tropical species of tortoise can actually eat both plants and animals, which is kind of weird to think that a slow creature like that is eating like creatures. That's a leatherback sea turtle, and they can be a few thousand pounds. It's insane, the leatherback sea turtle. All right, so alligator snapping turtles are native here to Illinois. His name is Alfred. Alfred.
Boy.
No wonder why there's a ball.
Now, we got Alfred. We got Alfred from the Little Red Schoolhouse. How many of you guys have been to the Little Red Schoolhouse before? So, this creature was given to us by the Little Red Schoolhouse back in, I think it was April of this year. And he had a cage mate that was just growing faster and faster. And they're like, hey, we've got a smaller one. If you'd like to accommodate the smaller one, this big guy just needs a little bit more space. We don't want to take it up with another animal. We're like, you know what, that's perfectly fine. We love alligator snapping turtles. We'd love to add another. Yeah.
How hard can snapping turtles jump?
They can, so their bite force as adults is over 1,000 pounds per square inch. That's insane. These creatures here have the ability to reach upwards of 200 pounds as adult males. Females max out around 40 to 60 pounds. So we know that if Alfred stays around this size, oh, sorry, Alfred likes his booty scratched. Now, if this animal stays around this size, we know that Alfred, oh, he's smiling for you guys, that this creature is a girl. Now, what I'll do is I'll walk around, we'll get a close look. Inside of this creature's mouth, he has something called a lingual lure, which it means that he has a worm-shaped tongue, which is absolutely insane. So here, I'll walk around here, we'll get to see that. There's a little pink lure, do you guys see that worm? Now, they will sit on the bottom of streams and rivers, and they will wait for unsuspecting creatures. And we're going to see Cleo, and Cleo is an Egyptian Uromastic.
I'm not scared of it. Nope.
All right, so flat right here. All right, you ready?
There's two?
Stay.
Oh my god.
Yes. So, boys and girls, these are our two lizards here we're going to see. So Bilbo is a blue-tongued skink. They're from Australia. These animals utilize their bright blue tongue to scare off predators to make them think that they're poisonous, but realistically they're not, okay? These animals also are a unique creature that has live young. That's why we kind of distinguish them as not a lizard, but as a skink, which is a special type of lizard. So just like a chameleon's a type of lizard, a monitor's a type of lizard, skinks have their own little a what? A Komodo dragon, right?
Yeah,
so
those things are poisonous.
they are, I think the venomous actually. Yeah, which is even crazier. But these creatures have live young, which is crazy because when we think of reptiles, when they have babies, what are the babies in before they hatch? Eggs, right? Yeah. Very cool, ladies.
Okay, I kind of like.
And I will say that these actually make very great pets. So for any first-time lizard owners, blue-tongued skinks and Uromastics are very awesome for first-time starters. Especially. Did it?
There goes Andy.
It's like a cactus.
Awesome job, everybody. We're gonna see Chubbs next, and Chubbs is our American alligator. So, boys and girls, hold on really quick. What we'll do is, you see, I haven't done this in a minute with Chubbs. So we'll see if he'll relax here for a second. You want to relax in the sun? Chubbs, awesome job, buddy. So, boys and girls, on his snout, he has some teeth, okay? So in Illinois, alligators and crocodiles are not legal to own. So we do have to have a license to do so. part of that license says that we have to restrain their mouths when interacting with the public. So of course we used gator tape, just like you'd use gorilla tape on gorillas and duct tape on ducks, right? Now, alligators are not legal to own simply because they really don't make great pets to just the general public. These animals do require a lot of space. They can be quite large, alligators reaching over 13 feet long as males and upwards of close to 1,000 pounds. Crocodiles and alligators have the strongest bite forces of any creature on this planet. That's great white sharks, lions, you know, Rottweilers. Think of a massive creature, hippos that have crazy bite forces. Crocodiles are the strongest bite force on the planet at 4,000 to 5,000 pounds per square inch. Which is, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to stand up where we're sitting, I'll walk to you. We'll get a chance to pet Chubbs.
That's okay. Don't scared.
All right.
Oh, I'm good. I'm so
You want
good.
to pet him?
Looks like a snail.
Yeah. Very cool.
He's very motivated. Very good.
Is that Exorcist or is that Night of the Demons? Exorcist, very cool. So like it kind of looks like the face on Night of the Demons,
I
but
love him.
I do too. I'm glad you do. So, boys and girls, once I walk past you, if we could take a seat, that would be fantastic. Did you get to pet him? Sorry.
Oh, I did.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
thank you.
Sorry. I was very intrigued with the vest. You what?
I was kind of scared.
You were kind of scared, but guess what? You're brave again. This is awesome.
He likes it.
All right, let's take a seat here. Do you want to come over here? Yeah. Oh, here. Come on over this way. Very cool.
His eyes.
Now, boys and girls, I like your Amy Winehouse shirt. That's awesome.
Doesn't feel like it.
You feel beautiful. Monster High Crocodile.
Yeah.
Monster High Crocodile.
Oh, you're okay, guys. Now, boys and girls, some fun facts about alligators. Back in the 1960s, alligators were on the brink of extinction, with only about 100 alligators left on the planet. So alligators were on the endangered species list back in 1970 when they enacted the Endangered Species Act. And they went to local alligator farmers that were breeding them for their meat and for their leather. And they said, hey, if you guys want to continue to do this, you guys need to release 50% of your babies back into the wild. Which made sense because they were very efficient with breeding them. And with that relationship, alligators went from the brink of extinction to over 1 million alligators in the state of Florida today. Another really cool fact, boys and girls, is if you squeeze an alligator hard enough, you can get concentrated Gatorade.